My name is Tuffy Casey and I'm from Ayrton, Alabama. My mama and my daddy and my sister Connor, they've all made sacrifices for me. Daddy, he works, during the week. Sometimes he's gone 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Sometimes he's only gone 1 week. Me and him have to communicate pretty good over the phone to prep tires. Me and Mama and Connor like to call the shop his second home because he's always over there, dedicating his time and, getting the stagger right, always tweaking on the cart. And then him during the week, he'll eat Viennas for lunch, just to save that little bit of money for, getting tires, buying this part for the go-kart, for a body or something like that, gas money always, We was at a race one time, and Mama went to Daddy and said, "Well, why aren't we running good?" And Daddy said it was tires. So she walked up to him and said, "Here, use the light bill to go get some tires." Mama has these little grids and all that she writes on, and it's got air pressure, cross, left side, writes all the adjustments we make. She gets all the notes and stuff like that, all our times off our tack, and what the tires punched and all that kind of stuff. My cousin Josh, he's the monkey wrench guy. He always is working on the cart, always want to do everything. My dad's the same way. I guess you could label him as the crew chief. My Aunt Angie, she cleans my helmet, she cleaned my jacket and all that kind of stuff. We always pray before we open the trailer or anything like that, before qualifying, before a race. My family and all the people around our community, we're God-based people, When we started racing, we went to our preacher and asked him, we need a Bible verse, that kind of permits racing. We got to looking in the Bible and we found Proverbs 16:3, and it says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do and your plans will succeed." And that's kind of been, our little slogan, and, we give all the glory to Him. My sponsor has been with me from day one, has always been Covenant Cattle, and that's my uncle and my aunt. They've been with me from day one, always been major supporters, and furnished a nice shop for me, gave me half of it. Stanley Smith Drywall, they're major contributors to it, and hopefully one day I can fill a bigger seat for them. Miss Patty's kid, she was my preschool teacher. She, I guess, gave me my foundation. Definitely JRPW, Mr. Jimmy. He furnishes the motors and all for us, and gives us a lot of information and help. One of my other sponsors is Wilkerson's Food Mart. They've been with us for 2 or 3 years now. We always go there, and that's where we get our, our fuel for the races. I would like to thank my Granny Casey. She's always been there with me through the thick and thin. Me and my daddy, we've always watched racing, and I've been to Talladega every year since I was like 3. We'd be sitting in the middle of church, and either that or they were singing or something. You could always, my mom always told me, you could always hear me. I'd race the hymnals up and down the pews. I had a clothes basket, and I would put the clothes basket around me, and I'd, in like the little crevices of the couch, I'd stick drumsticks in there, and those would be my gear shifters. And then I'd grab like a plate or something like that, and that'd be my steering wheel. And so it's always been in my blood, I guess you could say. Some people plan on doing this, for the rest of their lives. They want to be a Jimmy Johnson. They want to be a Tony Stewart, And this is where they all started, Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, all them, they started in go-karts. And we hope to get up into the late models, and then, keep climbing up the ladder. When I was little, a guy asked me, he said, "Why do you do this? I mean, what's your goal?" And I said I wanted to drive on Sunday.